All the talk, all the hype, but the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Quickly now a look at the Eagles' offensive starters.
An electric force out of the backfield is Jay Ajayi, who made the most out of his midseason exit from Miami and acquisition by the Philadelphia Eagles. The leading rusher in the playoffs for the Eagles helped power them to a Super Bowl with his ability to see holes where people don't think they exist and turn them into long runs.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
I'm putting a spotlight on Jalen Ramsey, who was an All-Pro for the first time in 2017 at cornerback. But I remember him coming out of Florida State, and people couldn't decide, was he a safety? Was he a corner? Do you use him at both spots? His ability to diagnose plays, his ability to control receivers at the line of scrimmage at his size and then run with them downfield, I think he's going to be a fixture in the Pro Bowl for years to come.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They'll look to throw here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's
no,
just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be a 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And they'll run it here. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Darren Sproles taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And we have seen the first touchdown to Super Bowl 52. The first 51 Super Bowls, a team that scored first, they won 34 times out of 51. So 2/3 of the time, but just gaining that momentum's got to be huge in this game.
It's massive, and that's what everyone's looking for. The first big break of a game, the first advantage of the game, and that tends to carry a team, right? Most of the time, you're able to sail on that for a while, and that's what you're looking for. The first touchdown, you feel like you're in great shape.
Elliott good with a PAT. So that drive spans 13 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback out of Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
I can't help but chuckle because I always remember when Blake Bortles got drafted as the 3rd pick in the draft, the year he came out of UCF. So many people were in shock. They couldn't believe that the Jacksonville Jaguars had not tipped their hand ahead of time. I think they were very happy to get him once they did.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And we will not see another play as time has run out on this 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to historic London, England, right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. On play action, they'll throw. Going deep for Moncrief. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Barry Church, the strong safety, the one to get him down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Hang in there, Matt. Hang in there, Matt.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Nigel Bradham brings him down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost himself some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so much more.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend.